In our Sunrise Smart Start, according to officials, nobody was injured after dozens of fire crews worked to attack a 3-alarm fire on Layton Avenue last night. We're told this is a warehouse with several surrounding buildings, and according to officials, it began with a car fire. Crews also say due to a firewall within the structure, surrounding buildings remain undamaged.
This is a large building with other businesses, and right now we have a firewall that's located right here that's preventing the fire from traveling to the unaffected side. So right now, the fire department is doing everything we can to get as much water and manpower in there to keep this fire at bay to the part that's already on fire right now.
The cause of this fire is still under investigation, and will continue to update you as more information becomes available. A European study on the value of colonoscopies is gaining worldwide attention, but doctors here in Rochester say those findings are misleading. Erica Cost has more.
The study examined 2 groups of people, according to the online publication, one group undergoing colonoscopy screening and another group who does not. Findings say there's no significant difference in mortality rate between these 2 groups when it comes to colon cancer. Now, that's the messaging local doctors here in Rochester are concerned about.
Colon cancer is largely preventable, and that's why screening is really important.
Danielle Marino with URMC says if you're 45 or older, it's highly recommended that you start getting screened. She says colonoscopies remain the best way to detect the cancer and prevent death from it. But a recent study out of Europe has been circulating the internet, suggesting a different outlook. Here's a look at the study released on October 8th. Right off the bat, several scientists state the following. Although colonoscopy is widely used to detect the cancer, its effects on risks of colorectal cancer and related death is unclear. Marino says this messaging is misleading.
And so a lot of the media reports right after that came out saying, headlines saying colonoscopy doesn't work to decrease death from colon cancer. And we just think that that's a little bit of misinformation.
She says the screening can save your life and is important to undergo regardless of your diet, health, and family history.
Once symptoms of colon cancer develop, things such as persistent abdominal pain, unintentional weight loss, or bleeding, it's too late. The colon cancer is already there.
But she says the way colon cancer works is actually to our advantage, which is where colonoscopies come into play.
It takes a long time to start from a normal colon to a polyp, which is a precancerous growth, to colon cancer. And so that really gives us an opportunity to screen and look for people before they develop colon cancer.
Now, she says the way colonoscopies were performed in this European study are actually considered inadequate by medical standards here in the U.S. She says here we measure the percentage of polyps doctors are able to find through performing their colonoscopies. And in this study, about 30% of the doctors had a lower polyp detection rate than what our minimum standard is here in the U.S. In the studio, Erica Cost, News 8.
Erica, thank you. We will have the full study as well as the URMC rebuttal over on our website, rochesterfirst.com. Happening today, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand will be in Rochester at the new Bethel CM Church, meeting with local leaders to discuss the Rochester Inner Loop North project. White House Infrastructure Coordinator Mitch Landrieu will also be there. According to Gillibrand, the Inner Loop North project aims to reconnect underserved communities with downtown Rochester, create new green spaces, and provide direct links to the High Falls district. We'll have more for you on the senator's visit later today right here on News 8.